Hello everyone, I'm Hillary with Dominion Tea, and today we're going to do February's at-home flight. And in honor of the Year of the Tiger, we're going to do 3 Chinese teas. So these are fun teas that sometimes get overlooked and other times they're known, but few people actually venture into the world of drinking them. So we're going to start with the green, right? China is home to green tea. That's where it originates from. It's been around for a very long time. In fact, the Chinese Tea Board will tell you they can't give you a full inventory of all the green teas made in China because it changes by region and location, and there's such a huge variety of them. So what we've got is Liu An Gua Pian, otherwise known as melon seed tea. And it's called that because when you brew the leaves and you unroll them, they're going to be slightly in the shape of melon seed. It's also because this tea has a sweet finish to it that for those of us in the United States are going to taste a little bit more like honeydew if you pay attention to that finish. So very light green tea, right? You're going to steep it for 3 minutes, 175-degree water. Be careful with your water on this one. It's easy to burn if you go too hot. The next tea we're going to do is a yellow tea, right? So just as a quick reminder, your yellow tea they start with the green and the process of making green tea, but what they do in that process is they're going to wet the leaves, they're going to heap them into a big mound, and they're going to allow that mound of leaves to start to heat up, right? So the plant itself is going to undergo natural, kind of the start of composting. What does this do? Well, they're going to stop it, they're going to dry it. It produces kind of it's a more savory, but a very vegetal flavor to the yellow. Why are they doing this? Yellow is the color of prosperity. So they wanted the tea leaves to have slightly yellow tinges to them for the emperor, and they wanted the brew to come out with a yellow tinge as opposed to a green tinge, which you will see in most green teas. And doing this kind of re-wetting and reheating naturally of the tea leaves, they achieved that goal. So yellow tea, right now anyway, primarily comes out of China. Vietnam makes some, but you don't typically see it made out of your Indian or former British colony places, just because it is a very difficult tea to make correctly, and it requires a lot of skill, and that skill has been passed down kind of to apprentice. And so it's not something that's really well documented, and it does require some understanding of the environment that you're working on to make this yellow. So how do we brew a yellow, right? Don't go too cold. So 175 degrees that we're going to do with this green, it'll get you some flavor, but you're going to miss the mouthfeel. You really want this to be around 185 to 190. Okay, you're going to steep it. You can do the 3 to 4 minute mark on it. You can't go out as long as 4 minutes. If you want, you're going to get a stronger cup here. But this is going to be very vegetal. I love to compare it to artichokes. If you've never had an artichoke, steamed green beans might be in there for you. It's also very dry grass, but you also get some hints of fresh grass in the middle of it. So it's a complex tea, but it's a lot of fun and a beautiful reflection of the complexity and the skill that the Chinese have in making tea. And last but not least, you cannot celebrate the Chinese without celebrating Da Hong Pao, right? And appreciating the oldest oolong on the planet. So this one, of course, is the granddaddy of oolongs. It comes out of Wuyi in the Fujian province. So this is very western Fujian, very inland, very mountainous. And this is a gorgeous tea. What makes it so beautiful is the tea plants are growing on very rocky soil. You get a very mineral flavor. You get very earthy. You can get notes of tobacco. You can get notes of really dark wood. And you get notes, it still has a slightly sweet finish. So think toffee. As you wrap it up. This one you brew hotter, so work your way up to 195 to 200 degrees. You can technically brew it at a boil if you want to. You're not going to ruin this guy. He's close to about 85% oxidized, right? So he's right on that line with a black tea. So he can take the additional heat and he can take the longer steeping times, but stick to 4 minutes. So in the meantime, Happy New Year and enjoy your tea. We hope you enjoyed learning more about tea with us. Hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified when we add more videos to our channel. And check out the highlighted videos to learn even more about tea. And last but not least, you can check out all of the teas we talk about in our videos at dominiontea.com.